Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red Fanogi chamoru putitanota kantai matunan yagitoru ilugat paraion ra parai gloria abiba is lasen parat paraion ra parai gloria abiba is lasen parat. Gitoru I tempu I pasaraita tangin I langit na bendition. Conchai peligru na fan sofuhan tuos proteis land guam. Conchai peligru na fan sofuhan tuos proteis land guam.
Please remain standing for the bendición by Netnon Gepagu. Side Now I'd like to welcome the 11th President of the University of Guam, Dr. Thomas W. Christ, for his opening remarks.
Buenas and Hafide Todos Hamsu, and welcome to Charter Day 2021. We're so honored to have all of you with us for this virtual ceremony, and especially honored to have our Magahaga, Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, and our Segundo Magalahi, Josh Tenorio, and I think almost the entire legislature. It's really terrific to have you here with us. And I should say congratulations, especially to Governor Lou on her uplifting State of the Island address last evening. I was really gratified to hear UOG mentioned so many times. And I like to say that UOG should be part of the solution to every problem and part of the taking advantage of every opportunity in Guam and all of Micronesia. This year's Charter Day catchphrase is transforming lives and advancing communities. And this came from our Parahulo strategic plan. The plan aims to elevate UOG's reputation for high quality academics and research, as well as partnerships across the community. The COVID pandemic has actually accelerated some of the goals of our Parahulo plan, especially, of course, promoting online learning and the improvement of operations. All of our Tritons have worked really hard to help the community cope with the pandemic and the economic fallout. Faculty, staff, administrators, students, alumni from everywhere, as well as, of course, the School of Health and the Global Learning and Engagement teams, their work on the front lines, to the faculty and students adjusting to the Zoom world, to the facilities team, to the OIT folks, really everybody. And all of this has gone on while keeping our infection rate very low and protecting all of our residential students from it. So I'm really, really proud of all of our Tritons. And Charter Day is our annual celebration of UOG and all we do to transform lives and advance communities. As our community gets vaccinated and we maintain our low CAR scores, we at UOG are working on increasing our ability to resume face-to-face activities and classes. And we're all looking ahead to 2022 when UOG turns 70 years old. And I'm confident we'll all be really in the mood for a big celebration once we get past this pandemic. Thank you again, Tritons and Triton supporters, for all you've done to hang in there and make a huge difference for Guam and the region in so many ways. Biba Charter Day and Biba UOG.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now I'd like to welcome Mr. Gerald Philish, Chairperson of the Board of Regents, for his remarks.
Thank you, Jonas. Governor Leon Guerrero, Lieutenant Governor Tenorio, Senators, my fellow Board of Regent members, President Christ, Senior Vice President and Provost Enriquez, Vice President Ugan, Deans and Directors, faculty, staff, and most especially our students. Buenas and Hafide. On behalf of the Board of Regents, I would like to extend a warm Triton welcome to all of you as we celebrate the 53rd Charter Day of our great University of Guam. Usually the UOG campus is filled with people of all ages, eating great food, playing games, enjoying each other's company, and celebrating together as we also showcase the diverse UOG programs. This celebration is a little different, but I'm so happy to see all of you joining us in this Zoom meeting and those watching us on Facebook. Our theme, Transforming Lives, Advancing Communities, is also UOG's vision statement. Over the years, I've seen the university strive for this vision, whether that's helping members of our community achieve their goals of higher education and becoming professionals, or conducting meaningful research to increase and enhance the collective knowledge of our island, or bringing people together to meet the needs of our community. This year, UOG was named by the U.S. News and World Report as one of the top institutions in the nation for social mobility. What does that mean? It means that the University of Guam is truly transformative, and it represents hope for the individual for a chance at a brighter future and hope for our community to grow and learn collectively. The entire Board of Regents is proud of UOG, its vision, and its mission, which is to enlighten, to discover, and to serve. We thank you all for your continued support of the great University of Guam. Viva UOG.
Thank you, Chairperson Philish. Now I'd like to welcome Dr. Anita Borjan, Senior Vice President and Provost, for her remarks.
Manana Sijus Totus Hamzu. I'm thrilled to see all of you join us this morning to help celebrate our annual Charter Day. Governor Leon Guerrero, Lieutenant Governor Tenorio, Speaker Terlahi, and members of the 36th Guam Legislature, members of our University of Guam family, our Board of Regents, our administrators, our faculty, staff, and especially our students. And I also want to acknowledge our community partners across our island and across our region. As we rise beyond the snares of this pandemic, we reflect on how our institution has remained committed to its resolve of transforming the lives of our students through our faculty and the ecosystem of support by our university community and our community partners. UOG has demonstrated its ability to pivot and respond to our community's health crisis needs, the needs of our students, and our communities in general. Our institutional cultural values of Inadahi and Minesnan ensures our academic enterprise persists in equipping our students with the knowledge and competencies that represent resourcefulness, resiliency, sustainability, and innovation. As critical thinkers and problem solvers, students and graduates alike are postured to support the vision of a refreshed economy and healthcare system that is stronger than ever. And through our Magahaga Leon Guerrero's State of the Island address last night, it gives us tremendous hope. And we're very, very pleased to hear all of the wonderful, wonderful initiatives ahead. Our video features that you've watched this morning provided snippets of the bevy of programs that opened pathways to advance with leverage resources and mentorship that will indeed touch every facet of our society and advance communities to improve the overall quality of life, not just for our island, but also our surrounding region. For many of our students and the over 18,000 alumni, they call Guam and all of Micronesia home. Through their university experiences and armed with their degree, indeed, the transformation not only benefits themselves socially and economically, but also their families and whichever spaces they occupy and whichever communities they live in. Collectively, ever so mindful of the changing demands in what we call our global society, we indeed can do more together because of our Inadahi spirit that we hope is paid forward. Manhita todo para iminalik todos, biba mestremoro, jen biba UOG. Sijus Masi.
Thank you, Dr. Enriquez. And now to present the governor's proclamation, the Honorable Lou Leon Guerrero, Governor of Guam, Magahagan Guahan, the Honorable Joshua F. Tenorio, Lieutenant Governor of Guam, Segundo Magalahan Guahan.
Thank you very much, and good morning to all of our dignitaries, our alumni, our students, our community in this participation of our recognizing Charter Day. We'd already signed the proclamation, and I'm not really going to take the time to read it, but I will say that with the collaboration and the cooperation of the University of Guam's work, not just in this pandemic, but throughout the community, it has been truly a transformation of lives and truly advancing our community. One very great example that I wanted to give is the university's work and partnership with a private partner in the whole industry of aquaculture. Certainly a potential of a multi-billion-dollar industry that we can advance in our community and certainly will transform the lives of our people, not only in just food sustainability, but also in job creation. I also would like to especially give a special thank you to the University of Guam for their commitment and their work in our COVID-19 program to try and control and save lives in our community. Dr. Hattori has been such a forefront leader in providing the necessary resources, not just during the contact tracing and testing campaign, but also in the vaccination. And not only does she provide that, but she has also provided to her students the opportunity to be out there in the community to actually experience real clinical hands-on practice with the vaccination. I also wanted to recognize Dr. Annette Santos for her work in economic research, in her work in trying to grow our economy with our private partners. I especially also want to thank, of course, President Christ and Dr. Anita Bora Enriquez for their commitment and their support to doing that. Higher education, of course, allows us to delve into some of the world's biggest problems and look at them with a new, fresh perspective. We develop a critical eye, grow our curiosity in the potential, and harness our skepticism towards what has already been done. These habits of the restless mind help our deepest understandings and propel us into new frontiers. As we celebrate today the University of Guam Charter Day, remember that real learning means taking chances and making mistakes. Students, the knowledge and training you will receive at the University of Guam will undoubtedly take you far in your life. Our island community is filled with leaders and doers who were once in the same position you are in now. However, I hope that our collective need to make a living does not overshadow our aspiration to lead a life worth living. I want to especially congratulate all of you. And although we are here to celebrate Charter Day, my respect, honor, and pride in our higher institution of learning, the University of Guam, goes a very long way. I am totally committed in my administration, Dr. Christ, to support the university in any way we can, because your university, our university, is very essential and critical to what you say, transformation of lives and advancing our community. We see it now and we will continue to see it in the future. Thank you, and Sizuz Masi, and congratulations in your celebration.
Lieutenant Joshua Tenorio.
Afade, thank you very much for this opportunity. And, in addition to what the governor said, I just really wanted to, again, restate all of the different ways that University of Guam came through for the people of Guam with this pandemic. Not only, she talked about Dr. Margaret Hattori Uchima, of course, Dr. Christ in the forefront, Dr. Santos, Dr. Teo Cruz, Carlos Taitano, a whole bunch of people came together to provide support to public health at incident command sites, at hospitals, at testing sites. They organized and delivered food items to frontliners and public health incident command centers. They even held a telethon and raised $43,000 in donations to procure medical supplies and food. And this contact tracing center that the governor talked about a little earlier really has been a remarkable benefit to this strong partnership. I do want to thank President Christ and let everybody know that we have regular meetings and conversations with Dr. Christ. Governor's always been wanting to make sure that the University of Guam receives its full allotment. And since we've been into office, that has happened. And on top of that, working together with the university to find additional funding needs to overcome some of the shortfalls that they've had from the appropriations. But I'd also want to center on some infrastructure that the university maintains that helps all of us. Infrastructure like WERI, which helps protect our water quality standards on Guam. The College of Agriculture Extension Services, which has been doing so much work trying to help us with the initiative of the governor to ensure food security and ensure that agriculture and aquaculture are cornerstones of this new economy. The Center for Island Sustainability and helping us lead with the Guam Green Growth Initiative and help coordinate our efforts to protect coral reefs, to establish resiliency against climate change. And of course, this new partnership with the Cultural Repository, where we have managed to develop and are about to, and are in the process of constructing a valuable part of our cultural infrastructure to make sure that we protect those resources that are out there and really push a path forward to return the more than 2,500 human remains that remain scattered throughout the archaeological survey companies on Guam. It's a big mission. And so I would just say that we will continue to work on this partnership. Thank you, Dr. John Rivera, also Dr. Ron McNinch, Dr. Roseanne Jones, Dr. Anatori, Instructor Frank Ishizaki. These are all instructors, Pete Barcinas, that from time to time in many projects that I've come to work on, I've always relied on great expertise from the university. And I just want to give a shout out to all the Tritons out there, all the students, and looking forward to seeing a bright future for the university. So congratulations on this Charter Day.
Thank you, Governor Leon Guerrero and Lieutenant Governor Tenorio. At this time, I'd like to invite the Honorable Amanda Shelton, Senator in the 36th Guam Legislature, to present the legislative resolution.
Siduous Masi Jonas, Hafaday, and good morning, Tritons. I'm truly honored to be here with you all today to celebrate the 53rd anniversary of the University of Guam's charter and the 69th anniversary of its founding. Typically, we would be out in a fun-filled day on campus, enjoying the sun, all the games and activity, but I'm so glad we can still celebrate virtually. And I'm sure the UOG team has prepared an incredible program for all of us to enjoy today. And this is just a small testament of how the University of Guam has been able to change and adapt and rise up to meet the needs of our community during this pandemic. So Siduous Masi. The University of Guam continues to lead the island's progress toward improving the welfare, health, and education of our people. For decades, the university has contributed to an educated and higher earning professional workplace, job creation across all industries, and tax dollars infused into the government of Guam to fund public services. And we know that when we support our island university, we help to lift up hardworking students, families in need, and a strong workforce. This is why we fought so hard to strengthen the university by updating its charter to bring the university into the 21st century, providing UOG with the financial independence needed to develop an institution that prepares students to meet the needs of a changing economy and a modern workforce. The University of Guam continues to be a pillar of excellence for Guam and the region. For decades, UOG has been a place of hope for families and a place of promise for young minds looking to change the world. And every year's celebration is a testament to the university's contributions to our island home and people. I'd like to thank my colleagues in the 36th Guam Legislature for joining me today to present Resolution 28-36. Thank you, Speaker Terlahi, Senators Perez, Rangel, Moylan, Ada, Taitigui, and Torres, and Siduous Masi to my co-sponsors, Vice Speaker Tina Rose Munya-Barnes, and my Vice Chairperson of the Committee on Higher Education, Talina Nelson. We are honored to together present resolution number 28-36 relative to recognizing the University of Guam students, alumni, faculty, staff, and administration on the observance of UOG Charter Month during March 2021 and the celebration of the 53rd year anniversary of the UOG Charter and the 69th year anniversary of its founding, and commending the 2021 UOG Charter Committee for their continued efforts to invest in and strengthen the institution for the benefit of our people, our island, the region, and the world. Duly and regularly adopted by the Committee on Rules of Imiunai Trentai Sais na Legislaturan Guahan on the 9th day of March 2021. Happy Charter Day and Biba UOG.
Thank you once again to our honorable governor, lieutenant governor, and our senators for recognizing UOG and celebrating Charter Day with us this morning. So this concludes the first half of our ceremony. I'll be soon turning over hosting duties to our Student Government Association, and they'll be introducing some special videos highlighting different areas of the university. Thank you to our partners at KUAM for producing these videos. And for those who have registered on Zoom, please stay till the very end for a chance to win some great prizes, including stays at the Tsubaki Tower, Guam, and more. And if you haven't registered yet and you're watching us on Facebook, there's still time to join us on Zoom. Visit www.uog.edu/charterday to register. And just so that you're aware, we've still got some Charter Day shirts available at the Triton store. Just log on to tritonstore.gu to buy yours today. On behalf of the University of Guam and our 2021 Charter Day Committee, thank you again for joining us this morning, and Biba UOG. Without further ado, please provide a warm welcome to Ms. Maria Minas, President of the 59th UOG Student Government Association.
Hafiday, and welcome to the UOG's 53rd Charter Day. My name is Maria Siana Minas, the 59th Student Government Association President. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for joining us this morning on our virtual Charter Day opening ceremony. You know, Charter Day recognizes the academic and professional accomplishments of nearly 4,000 students, more than 17,000 alumni, the staff who keep the institution running, the faculty who serve as mentors, and the institution as a whole. Despite the whole situation with COVID-19, this didn't stop us from showcasing the university's projects, goals, and accomplishments. In celebrating the 53rd Charter Day theme, Transforming Lives and Advancing Communities, my team gathered several videos from our fellow Tritons. Here, not only will you get to hear about their college experiences, but you'll also get to know a little more about our Triton community. So a big thank you to the SGA Council for their continuous efforts and hard work in coordinating the Spirit Week activities, games, and prizes for the student body. Stay tuned in on our social media pages at UOG_SGA. With this new platform, I would also like to give a shout out to the rest of the Charter Day Charter Month Committee for their creativity and hard work in ensuring a fun-filled month for our attendees at home. The month of March consists of various presentations, scavenger hunts, galleries, and more. I know this isn't your typical in-person Charter Day event where you can indulge yourself in great foods and treats, but we still have a lot in store for you. Lastly, thank you for the stations of KUAM for helping us live stream our celebration virtually. Let's get the Charter Day festivities started. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the event. Biba UOG. Now, it is my pleasure to share hosting responsibilities with Mr. Christian Ramos.
Buenas and Hafiday Guahan. I'm Christian Ramos, a senator in the Student Government Association. We're excited to show you various videos from the university's schools and colleges and what UOG has done to fight this pandemic. You'll want to stay until the very end for the raffle drawing because we will be giving out 2 separate hotel room stays at the Tsubaki Tower. Are you excited? Because we're excited. But first, let's take a look at the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences and meet the school's dean, Dr. James Selman.
The pursuit of higher education is about much more than just getting a degree. As an incoming student, you're greeted with general education courses to broaden your perspective and see where you might fit in the world. The College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences offers students a chance to find meaning and purpose, not only within themselves, but in a way where they can affect change in society and the world at large. Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. James Selman.
The College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences is at the core of the threefold mission Ina Descubre Setvi. really the whole idea of ENA, of enlightenment, really comes out of the humanities. It's tied back again to philosophy and intellectual enlightenment and also spiritual enlightenment. So we're at the core of the university's mission, and that mission feeds the economy and the soul of the people of Guam and the region.
Dr. Selman says the college offers an abundance of paths to choose from, giving a student the opportunity to gain knowledge of different disciplines along the way.
So we have, 10 majors in the college and 14 minors. So it is a multidisciplinary, multifaceted endeavor that really relates to everything that human beings do, from the thought process to the political process. Our flagship programs are the Chamorro Studies program and the Micronesian Studies program. So we have the undergraduate Chamorro Studies and then the MA in Micronesian Studies. And that's where the university tries to intersect most seriously and deeply with the local community and the regional community.
According to Dr. Selman, liberal arts, social sciences, and the humanities are at the center of various other disciplines.
The hard sciences grow out of logic and epistemology. And so all of those other disciplines, even health science, you have to know about people's culture if you're going to touch them and treat them well. And so even the health sciences have to interface with social sciences and the humanities. So really all of the other disciplines grow out of the liberal arts, the humanities, and social sciences.
In a quote from Dr. Selman, he writes, "Our students are destined to contribute to local, regional, and global achievements. We develop our students to embody and practice the moral purposes of higher education, both to better our world today and to enrich and plow the educational soil for tomorrow." For Guam's News Network, I'm Peter Santos.
Next is the College of Natural and Applied Sciences. Let's hear what the college's dean, Dr. Alicia Ugan, has to say.
It was simply the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences for many years after the University of Guam became a land-grant institution in 1972. And for many years, the university grew with the program until 2004, when then-President Dr. Howard Allen restructured UOG.
He took the old College of Agriculture and he split up the College of Arts and Sciences, took the science and the old College of Agriculture and put them together and called it the College of Natural and Applied Sciences. So I basically have been the first dean of this new college since 2004.
That's Dr. Alicia Ugan, who is still the dean of the College of Natural and Applied Sciences, or CNAS for short. The old agriculture focus remains an essential program that helps feed our people, and with several other programs from biology to computer science, it's proof the college has evolved and diversified. Take the biomed track, for example.
As we've talked about how well the nursing program is done, and the nursing program students have to take 3 or 4 of the classes that we offer in CNAS. But the pre-med, the biomed majors are doing remarkable work, not only when they're here as undergraduates, but they're getting into medical schools throughout the United States, vet schools, dental schools, pharmacy schools. So these are really talented young STEM majors that are doing extremely well.
This August, CNAS will launch a new venture, the first cohort of its computer science degree bridge program with the Guam Community College. Students can start at GCC for their first 2 years and transfer all their credits to complete their degree at UOG. Udan calls it a plus plus. It's another avenue to churn out more graduates, many of who also choose to stay on Guam and contribute in good jobs.
I think what we're producing is a group of individuals that this society and the culture of Guam can be extremely proud of. I'm proud of all my graduates.
You can learn more about the diverse CNAS offerings and its outreach components at this year's virtual UOG Charter Day celebration themed Transforming Lives, Advancing Communities.
So we're highlighting beekeeping, we're highlighting what agriculture is all about, we're highlighting how to deal with food inequities. We're dealing with almost every aspect that will try to improve the lives of our community. So I invite everybody to come online to be able to see all the presentations that we have next week. In the years past, as you know, our courtyard was filled with thousands of people that were able to go from one canopy to the other. Well, this year the canopy is going to be on the virtual Zoom, so it'll be a little different, but we're still going to showcase exactly what this college is all about.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, this is Lacey Martinez.
Welcome back. The School of Business and Public Administration first opened its doors to the University of Guam students over 15 years ago. Let's learn more from the school's dean, Dr. Annette Santos.
The School of Business and Public Administration first opened its doors for University of Guam students over 15 years ago. Over the years, it has helped develop many successful businessmen and women, all of whom departed the university with either a degree in business administration, accounting, criminal justice, public administration, or a professional MBA. But as the years have passed, the building has also added other free services that are incredibly valuable to local business owners and entrepreneurs. Dr. Annette T. Santos, the Dean of the SBPA, elaborated on the inclusion of the Small Business Development Center and its role in serving the community.
We are a proud host of the Pacific Islands SBDC network. So that includes the Guam SBDC, and all other SBDCs across the Micronesia region. There are 7 SBDC centers under this network. So anyone who's interested in starting up a business has access to free consulting and business advisement with the advisors that we have in this building. They are currently accessible online, so just look up the information on the Pacific Islands Small Business Development Center Network website. Just type in Pacific Islands SBDC and you'll get to their link. But they provide a wealth of information, resources to anyone interested in starting up a business. They're also currently occupied helping businesses recover. So there are opportunities for training and workshops to help those small businesses who are in need of funding. So they're providing assistance to those businesses to avail of those CARES Act funds so that they can continue to sustain themselves in a number of ways.
While the SBDC is an integral resource for local small business owners, it is not the only free resource hosted at the SBPA.
Well, what's tied into Pacific Island Small Business Development Center Network is the Women's Business Center. So we have a business advisor who's specifically focused on women interested in starting their businesses. But we are also host to the Guam Procurement Technical Assistance Center. And their mission is slightly different from Pacific Islands SBDC Network. Their focus is mostly on assisting local businesses to be able to work and avail themselves of federal contracts, government contracts. So they also offer a different set of training and workshops for local residents who want to take advantage of that and are interested in working with the government.
While the School of Business and Public Administration has provided these resources for the community to reach their business-related goals and dreams, the school continues to work with local companies and organizations in the quest to answer some of the island's bigger problems.
We also pride ourselves in the partnerships that we have with members of our local and regional community. We are partners in government-related research and studies, activities related to entrepreneurship and new business startups, and also service engagements. There are many important issues confronting our community, and we definitely are right there. There's not a name on our faculty that you will mention that people will not be familiar with. So I appreciate the partnership, the membership, and support of our community, and we look forward to continue to working with them and building on that value of partnership.
With many prominent industries on Guam being turned on its head due to COVID-19, it is important that future generations identify sources of revenue for the local economy quickly. With the vast array of degrees and resources available for island residents at the SBPA, these previously hidden opportunities are beginning to bloom. For Guam's News Network, I am Ken Nicholas.
We're just about halfway through our feature. Am I right, Christian?
You got that right.
Let's meet Dr. Alicia Ugan, the Dean for the School of Education next.
Dr. Alicia Ugan has been with the University of Guam since the 1990s, serving the Institution of Higher Learning as a mathematics professor before completing her doctorate. She's now Dean of UOG's School of Education, the college that historically and consistently produces the most graduates of any school.
The School of Education has the right range of responsibilities to prepare all our teachers.
The Dean explains that there's always been a signature quality to UOG-trained teacher at any level. She credits this to the experience the program gives those who want to make teaching their life's work.
Our teachers are solid in their content, solid in their pedagogical content knowledge, and also would carry the disposition of heart, caring, and knowledge and robust perseverance to carry on their students.
So with more than 50 different degree programs to choose from across academic disciplines, why do so many ambitious young undergrads decide to take up education as a career?
They've been through an experience that inspired them and enthused them, and the experiences would range from either from the elementary, middle, or high school level, that they've made a connection with a teacher or several teachers, and that has taken them on to this decision to pursue a degree in teaching.
Dr. Ugan also proudly shared the pillars that make up the school's philosophy, impacting not just the local education system, but also that of the region.
To include diversity, equity, and inclusion, and reflect that in our faculty. We've done so for the Outer Islands with our College of Micronesia FSM partnership for their teachers, the Individualized Degree Plan program, where we help teachers in YAP attain their teaching credentials.
And for those wishing to continue their work at the administrative level, going from leading a classroom to perhaps running an entire school, Dr. Ugan notes that almost half of UOG's graduate programs are from the School of Education, focusing on advanced topics in education management.
The idea that they want to do more for the students, seeing that by improving upon themselves and attaining degrees that will help them improve in any area that they are very much interested and passionate about. I think that is one of the driving forces that inspires the teachers to seek that next level with the master's level.
She says the 53rd Charter Day theme, Transforming Lives, Advancing Communities, highlights education as the bedrock of Guam, and that training capable, passionate teachers with local sensibilities is critical to moving us forward.
The School of Education's vision is really to inspire and transform every SOE student through innovative and transformative educational experiences. And these experiences value and preserve the local and the regional cultures.
The University of Guam joined the fight against the spread of COVID-19 in various ways, from hosting a telethon to establishing a call center. UOG has taken an active role in helping the island deal with the pandemic. Here's more from Carlos Titino, Director of UOG's Global Learning and Engagement.
As COVID-19 made its way to our shores and made itself known in the worst ways possible, it became clear that the fight against COVID was going to require much more than what one agency could offer. It became a call to action, and without hesitation, the University of Guam answered that call. Director of Global Learning and Engagement, Carlos Titino.
Throughout the pandemic, early on, during, and through the vaccination, UOG has kind of raised their hand and said, we want to be a part of the help and part of the getting Guam out of this pandemic.
From establishing call centers to providing over 13,000 meals to frontline workers, raising over $60,000 by way of virtual telethon to provide PPEs, and now working with the Guam Army National Guard in vaccinating our community.
It's a tremendous feeling of pride that we can be a part of this help. It's just a small piece, and then we look back on this in 15, 20, 30 years, we'll know that we had an active role in fighting the pandemic. So I think there's a lot of pride that goes into the effort and the work that we do.
Despite not having the full college experience quite yet, Titano says more than a handful of their students have also answered the call.
A number of volunteers that come to help at the vaccination clinic are Americorps Volunteers, and these are students at the University of Guam. And I had an opportunity to speak with a few of them who are first-year students, and over the course of 2 semesters have yet to sit in a classroom at the university, transforming lives, advancing communities. It's even starting with our first-year students, and their experience at the university is being part of this help. And so again, it's a tremendous effort from a whole bunch of people, from the Americorps, Serve Guam, university, community, Guam National Guard, and of course the folks at Public Health. And so it's been an honor to be a part of this energy and this movement to get Guam healthy.
The university's role in this pandemic is a clear representation of them living out their mission to serve. In the words of UOG's ROTC program, Triton Warriors lead the way. For Guam's News Network, I'm Peter Santos.
With change being the only constant in a complicated world, this Charter Day is especially meaningful for the University of Guam's School of Health. The college has seen 3 name changes over the years to properly encapsulate the family of degree programs preparing students for careers in health science, social work, and nursing.
I think for us, what's at the heart of it, beyond the caring, of course, right? The caring and the commitment to helping people, is that you have to have critical thinking.
The school's mission is to turn out eager young minds who want to serve Guam by preparing them for the operational tempo, emotional rigors, and challenging demands of modern healthcare. Dean Dr. Margaret Hattori Uchima oversees the college's curriculum.
I think the pandemic has taught us much about the need for social workers, public health majors, people that can do exercise science and health promotion, as well as nurses.
The school prepares students with the tools, intellect, and mental toughness that they'll need right out of the gate to serve a community that, due to coronavirus, needs their talents more than ever before. And true to the community spirit of Inafamaulik, students learn about giving back, ensuring that legacy of excellence is well preserved.
We've got these collaborations, and this is where I think Guam is so unique, in that the whole community, we know we don't have enough nurses or other healthcare providers, yet these nurses throughout the island, whatever setting they're in, they are really committed to training the next generation.
Healthcare professionals already combating coronavirus locally in fields like contact tracing, program administration, and direct patient care all came from the School of Health's recent graduating class.
Some of the health science majors actually helped with contact tracing. And of course, a lot of the nursing students, actually all of them graduated, and they were immediately hired by GMH, GRMC, and a few at Public Health.
So the 2021 Charter Day theme of transforming lives, advancing communities rings particularly true with Dr. Hattori Uchima and her team, as one of the key lessons not lost on students or faculty is the power of partnerships, a mission the School of Health attacks head-on with pride, passion, and humility in being part of Guam's allied health system.
Seeing what are the other disciplines that we can help strengthen. We've got great relationships with DOL and of course GCC. And I think there's such a need in many disciplines in health, allied health, not just nursing, that I feel that we can expand our footprint and help, provide some expertise to help stabilize the healthcare workforce.
And that was Dr. Margaret Hattori Uchima, the Dean of the School of Health.
Now moving on to the School of Engineering. In February 2019, the Board of Regents approved a 4-year Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering for the School of Engineering. Meet the school's Dean, Dr. Shram Khosropana.
A knack for problem solving, thinking outside the box, a love for building things, and an insatiable appetite for, let's face it, crazy math. These are the core skills inherent in any proper engineer, and they serve as a core foundations at the heart of the University of Guam's newest college, the School of Engineering. Dr. Shram Khosropana serves as Dean.
I started the pre-engineering program 1989. And that time I was just, I remember I had 2 students or 3 students at the first. And then that was a non-degree program and just 2 years, non-degree program. And then since the demand in Guam increased for engineer, construction, Navy build-up, all kind of stuff. And then the president told me, well, 2009, yeah, he asked me, put a proposal for the engineering school.
That proposal became the accredited 4-year curriculum UOG has today, dedicated to producing competent, capable minds, ready to tackle difficult challenges with rigid science. The new college has made history for the Manila campus as it offers the very first engineering degree in the Western Pacific. And UOG's already succeeded in creating a strong pipeline that feeds back into the local community.
Yeah, Navy gonna hire many of our graduates coming out, and then also consultant. They're gonna hire all of them.
Dr. K, as he's affectionately known to students, oversees a course of study now boasting 240 enrolled undergraduates, with the first class to receive their bachelor's degrees in engineering science this fall. Initially, students focus on environmental and civil engineering, but plans are already underway to expand the course of study to other disciplines.
The University of Hawaii, they're gonna collaboration with us for mechanical engineering.
And Dr. K says, the support from industry and government partners hungry for talented engineers to work on and ultimately solve complex challenges with science has been constant. Looking at the overall value to the community, it's a small and worthwhile investment they make with a payoff that is tenfold.
We have one group we call it the School of Engineering Advisory Council. The member of this committee, these are all the consultant in Guam, engineering consultant, and also government of Guam and also the military. And these are helping us a lot.
And this all comes full circle as we celebrate UOG's 53rd Charter Day in 2021, relative to the theme, Transforming Lives, Advancing Communities, as the engineering program is proudly propelling us into the future and fostering innovation in a new and exciting way, creating new opportunities for all Guamanians who want to buckle down, work hard, crunch numbers, and make their island community better.
At UOG now, when you have to be the level, everything is going up, the level of education, because you have to, to math, to physics, to this. So it's affecting on everything.
So bravo to you, Dr. K. Congratulations to the first class of UOG engineers, and Biba UOG Charter Day. Reporting for KUAM News and representing the UOG class of 1996, I'm Jason Salas.
And now for our last feature, we get to learn more about the enrollment management and student success, a division of the university focused on students. Here's Dean of EMSS, Dr. Lawrence Camacho.
The Enrollment Management and Student Success Division is an integral part of the student experience at the University of Guam. While success in the classroom is essential, a strong infrastructure outside of the classroom is vital to a healthy student experience. The division covers many aspects of student life, including admissions and records, financial aid, residence halls, recreational activities, student health, and much more. With the changing times, the EMSS has created new ways to help student growth. Dr. Lawrence Camacho, Dean of EMSS.
The biggest things that we're launching this particular, during the Charter Week for the university is the Triton's Career Connections, which is something that we've been developing. It's a virtual platform designed specifically for the University of Guam and our students, where students are able to sign on and be engaged in terms of trying to find out more information about the industries that they're after in terms of their career.
The Triton Career Connections website launches on Charter Week and will act as a one-stop career hub, providing visitors a wide array of resources at their disposal to find prospective job opportunities. This includes job listings for both local, federal, and international job opportunities, career coaches, alumni mentors, and other online resources. It also provides employers with a strong network of future candidates for their organization.
The other things that we're doing, and especially during this pandemic while we're still restricted with in some areas, is the green zones that we are offering throughout our campus. And I'm sure there's the colleges and the schools have various places within and even in the library where students can come and actually have access to sanitized areas, spaces for them to just continue their learning.
EMSS has added many other activities and functions to its division, ranging from a brand new welcome center for prospective students located right in front of the Calvo Fieldhouse to a fully staffed esports program, ready to compete with other colleges around the nation. Be sure to inquire with them to learn more about these programs in more detail.
Once again, the Enrollment Management and Student Success Division of our university is an arm that supports the lifespan of our students from the moment they get onto our campus or into our institution all the way to the end when they graduate. We're very grateful to all the folks out there who contribute to our cause here in our division. The donations and all the things that we gain from the community is really well appreciated, and we're grateful for all that. Thank you all for continuing to support the University of Guam and our Enrollment Management and Student Success Division. Viva UOG.
With the changing times, it is important to note that the EMSS has many of its resources readily available online. Additionally, Dean Camacho would like every student to know that the staff at EMSS are ready to assist students with their challenges, no matter how small or big they think they may be. With Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Seneklis.
So I would like to thank everyone for joining us this morning. I would also like to thank the SGA for providing the prizes for today's raffle drawing, as well as the SDP and the UOG Endowment Foundation. Those who are receiving the UOG merch prizes, those are also from the Triton bookstore. So thank you to the Triton bookstore for allowing us to buy those items. To conclude, thank you for celebrating with us. On behalf of our fellow MC, Jonas Macapinlac, and the crew working behind the scenes,
Co-chairs Norman Annalisa and Dave Okada, as well as Manny Hechinova, Jeff Sanchez of Jams Media,
and the Charter Day Charter Month Committee, we want to thank you all for tuning in.
Stay safe, everyone.